We are live on Twitter, live on YouTube, live on Facebook, and we are hitting everywhere that we can have access to. Okay, so let me start with let me see if I can pull up one of your videos, Madiba, and play that video. The only thing is that people here on Instagram are not able to see it, but I want us to start because at some point in this conversation, we'll be playing some videos, trying to get out the concept, the ideas behind those videos. So let me play this video. All right.
Hey, Baba. My child here. She doesn't do well in school. Brought her here. Just in, I don't want my child to start repeating class. Please, know how you can help her. That she will be
Daddy,
smart.
I beg, I'm not done. Daddy, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Tell them you're not doing and you're all your you're failing. Baba, how you can help her? You haven't disrespect.
Oh my God, this video is dragging play. But Madiba, this video, I love this particular video where you took
Your father in my presence.
where you took your daughter to get help as it were. Only for us to get there, and the man who is supposed to provide help, his own son, is a million times worse than your daughter. Talk to me.
Yeah.
How did that concept come about?
You know, we in the business of content creation, we all have our individual differences when it comes to direction of content. And my core in content creation is having content with messages. That is more like a call, is a call for me. Like the call, whatever kind of skit I'm doing, I'm trying to trying to put in a message. I don't just do skits because they are funny. Yeah, I don't just do skits for the mere fact of being funny. There are so many content I come across, and I'll be like, this is funny. Some things can just flash me, and I'll be like, this is very very funny. But because of my brand nature and what I'm trying to portray, what I feel is me in the comedy world, what I feel Madiba is, I want to be able to do such a skit. I'll just have to I'll just have to let it go. And a whole lot of content I've let go like that. A whole lot, like, so. But
That's it.
if it's not passing a message, it's not addressing a vice in society, then it's not something Madiba is willing to shoot. So if it's on stage, I can say anything just to entertain my direct audience. I can read the crowd and tell them whatever they want to hear. But this is the internet. This is something that we know it will stay for forever, and it will touch a whole lot of people from different areas of life, and also a whole lot of people with different mentality. People with different mentality. There are some people that they cannot really comprehend. Some people cannot really comprehend the context
Madiba is
of
gone
the
off on
message.
Instagram, but I'm going to invite him again. People, hold on for me.
Yes.
off on Instagram, but I'm inviting him right back. He's gonna be back.
Okay. So there are some people that can't.
Madiba is gone off on Instagram, but I'm going to invite him again. People, hold on for me. He's gone off on Instagram, but I'm inviting him right back. He's gonna be back. Can you hear me, Madiba?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm waiting for you to come back on Instagram. You just
I'm
want
back. I sent a request and the network is kind of.
Oh, this is a network issue. It shows invited, but I think, like you said, it's a network challenge.
Yeah, I'm back on Instagram.
Oh, Madiba is unable to join. And this is a network challenge, and people hold on for us. We'll get this sorted out immediately. We'll get it sorted out immediately. Okay, I sent another invite right now.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back. You are back now.
Yes, sir.
All right, people. Madiba, let's start like this. I just needed to play that short clip and then let people see what we are going to get into. But Madiba, there's a misconception. A lot of people believe that that some of you guys into comedy, into skit, that you guys are not educated, you guys didn't go to school, you guys don't have job to do, and it is frustration that got you guys into this line of business. I just wish that people understand how much money it is to do this business. And we're going to get to the business aspect of laughter. In fact, this production is titled Laughter Business. So we're going to get to the business aspect of laughter and how you can make money out of laughter. Here in America, I'm telling you, one of the richest people in America are comedians. One of the richest people. Comedians are among the richest guys. Okay, so for those of you who are looking down on this business, I wish you guys understand what you're looking down on. You're looking down on multi-billion dollars business. That's what you're looking down on. And everybody into this business are not into it because they are frustrated. They're not into it because they are uneducated. They're not into it because they don't have nothing doing. Some of them went to school. So let's start from introduction. My name is Samuel Nnamdi. I'm a reverend gentleman, and I'm also an ambassador of the state of Israel. And I'm glad to host today's production, Life Questions, where we deal with life issues. So let people know who you are, what you read. Let us know that you went to school, what you studied in school, and everything that is that we need to know about you. Go ahead and connect back on Facebook. Mm. Awesome.
Where I graduated very, very well. You know, I think most of us are dropouts, but I did very well in school. And comedy for me is more of a passion. It's more of a passion that has been an occupation for me from the onset. From the moment I started doing comedy, it just became more than a passion. It became an occupation. So I saw something I wanted to do that can also be that will make me happy and also help me to achieve my dreams, financially and otherwise. And the sweetest part of comedy that we give you, the sweetest part of comedy that education will bring out is that comedy gives you a say. That is, if you can use your art form, which is comedy, to express your own feeling, you express your opinion, gradually you are having a say in society. Gradually you are having a say in the society. And as a trained political scientist, it's not most or it's not I can count very few political scientists that have the kind of platform I have to air my views as a comedian. And we can pick just a few of them that can actually address a whole lot of people like we do. And that is what we are doing through comedy, with comedy. So it's just like my my art form, my passion, and my education merged. So it's just like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It's just like all
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I see myself like a semi-minister, and
Okay.
also a model to some people, because some of
Mm.
the information I happen to come across, I believe a large number of people don't have access to such informations.
Right.
Mm, yes, due to because I'm a follower of international politics, so I know how things are done.
Right.
I know how things are done out there. And, so happening to see trying me passing those messages out in my comedy is something that I see peculiar and unique to me. And I try my best to study. I try my best to get information and get concrete opinion. I don't just I'm aside being a comedian, I'm somebody that is very, I'm a gentleman. At least I try to
Yeah.
be.
People, hold on. Let me get him in. Let me get him invited again to Instagram. Okay, he's coming in. He's coming in right now.
Mm.
Wow. Wow, you just gave us, and thank you for saying that because I needed people to understand that comedians are in fact, to be in business of comedy, you have to have some level of IQ, you have to have some level of intelligence because we are dealing with consistent, spontaneous, and engaging content provision. If your brain is not working, you cannot get people engaged. I don't want to call names, but in the business you are, you will bear me record. There are many people we used to know a few years ago, but they can't meet up now, can't catch up, right? They are not like a fresh water. They have gone sterile. Nobody wants to watch again. Nobody wants to listen to them again. So for you to have a comedian who is always fresh, who is always bringing out content, illiteracy cannot do that. So these guys are brilliant naturally. Some of them maybe did not go to school like Madiba did, but they are naturally brilliant. But some of them also are degree holders. Some are master degree holders. Some are PhD holders. So they are not doing comedy because they are interested or they don't know what to do. Like Madiba said, they are doing comedy because it's their passion and turned his passion into career. Oh, Madiba, talk to me about that. Do you know there are many people who are still believing in the African system? I don't want to say Nigerian system, but they're believing in the African system to get a job. Talk to me, talk to people on how to turn their passion into career because job no dey again. No.
Yeah, passion still dey. Passion still dey. But the comedy like most jobs, like every other jobs, comedy is transcending. Comedy is
Right.
changing due to the way the society is becoming global. and
Yes.
due to the need for the kind of comedy. Years ago, there was no need for intelligent comedy. There was really no need because we have lesser intelligence audience. So anything to
Mm,
make them laugh is good to go. Yes.
mm,
But now we are dealing with a whole lot of people from different walks of it. People that have traveled, unlike before, now travel, they have access to exposure, a high rate of exposure that is not common, like that is not like before. So my most are educated instead. So comedy is changing, comedy is transcending, and the trajectory, the direction which comedy is heading to now, it's for the educated, is beyond being funny.
mm.
Some people are natural, but they will still need one form of education or the other to brushing it up,
Right.
you can't take you can't take, for example, somebody that has not been through the four walls of university, or somebody um that did not study to improve himself in the art of public speaking, and he's a comedian, though he's funny, but he's not well trained as a public speaker. You can't take
Yes.
him to go and MC an inauguration, let's say a presidential inauguration. You can't take him
There
to
you
go
go.
and MC, even if he's a lecturer's, even if he's a professor's induction or so. You can't take him to some kind of event, even some weddings where you have elites everywhere. You can't
Mm.
take such a person there, except you are taking him there as a stand-up comedian. You are giving him a short time to handle it. But now we've been able to merge comedy and
Oh
we
man.
we keep working, we keep growing, and we keep following the trend.
Yeah.
We keep trying to follow the trend, because right now something different is trending due to the direction of our society.
Right.
Hyping now is also trending, and there's what they call hype,
Mhm.
like you hype to music while people are dancing, you make them dance the more, and
Yes.
they'll spend the more. So it's something that, if we the comedians that made it to be MCs, it's something that will actually learn now. Also, we now hype. We are following the trend. As we are following the trend, we are picking our special field. We are picking places.
Yes. Mm. All of us, all of us listening, that if you can join back on Facebook, because you went on, all of us listening at you, we are all in absolute agreement that even the way you provide the answers to this question, that you are well learned, you are well exposed, you are well read, you are super intelligent, because the answers you're giving to this question, only an intelligent man can give answers like this. Uh, talking about providing answers to questions, there is a concept that you also bring out there, the honorable aspect of you, where press men and women gather to ask you questions. And you provide, I mean, some very funny but truthful answer to the questions they ask you. Talk to me about that concept. I personally love that concept, but I want you to talk to me about it. How did that come about? Mm.
My own personal comment. Comment that actually not discussing, and we have actually started topics that people are scared of.
There's
Started
okay. There's a noise. There's a noise at the background. There's a noise at the background. There's a frequency noise, and see how we can get that eliminated. Somebody wrote and said, "Slay mama, they look for you. You don't need to overlay." The frequency noise, turn down the volume of. How did we do it that time? There's a way we did it the other time. Turn down the volume of something. Let me see. That was the way we did it, knocked off that noise. Sorry, people, we are trying to make sure we come across intelligently and give no disturbance to your ears. So please forgive us. We are humans, but technology is technology. Technology can decide to misbehave, and there is nothing we can do about it but to try to fix it. So please be kind and patient with us as we're gonna get it sorted out. Madiba, can you hear me? So you were saying that the interview comedy was your brand. Keep talking to us about that.
Yes, the interview comedy is like the core of my brand. It means that means just trying to express myself, through comedy, and I was just trying to put out, because then when it all started, then I was finding myself.
Oh, Facebook people are looking for you. Facebook people say you are not here. Everybody wants to hear you say Madiba. Wow, this is beautiful. So when it all started, you were just trying to find yourself. Yeah, so you said when it all started, you were finding yourself.
Yes, when it all started, it was me finding myself, because then I was trying to do something unique, something different, and a whole lot of people were actually doing different concepts, and there was nothing left for me to do. So and I wanted to come out original. So I had to think and say, what can I do that I know I can do for long, and I know I will be very creative there on internet, because then I was already on stage. I was actually pushing on gradually. So I came up with my own idea of the interview, and the whole honorable Madiba stuff. I had sleepless nights then, just trying to come up with something that would be accepted, something that people would like. I had sleepless nights. I would stay up all night and create content, tear books, try to bring something that is me. And gradually we did we I did come together with my friend, Home of Laughter, Funny P, one of my closest friends, and we did the first interview, and it was about Nigeria. Honorable Madiba, what do you think about Nigeria? So I was just trying to relate Nigeria to the current trend at the moment. So I can even remember the skit where Nigeria is like Bobrisky. We don't know if he's she or she's he. So then I was just trying to relate the skit with the current state of the country. So we did, and it had acceptance. It had acceptance. Even at the end of the skit, I just said the idea behind the one word I'm having at the end of all my skits. It was just me trying to say something important. I was trying to give to profile an actual solution, and I was trying to do that in one word. So at the end of the first at the end of the first skit, I said the word that I have one word for Nigeria, and that is anti-disestablishmentarianism. And funny enough, that is an actual word. Like when you separate, it means separating religion from politics, and that is a concept, is a political concept that will go a long way to help Nigeria. But this
But why is it that when they ask that me, you say, "Do I know?"
and that was the joke. That was the funny part in it. Just trying to say, I can't explain it, so don't stress me. Do I know? So I said that, and after the first one, the others the others I found out that people didn't really get the idea of me saying an actual word. They are just interested in the do I know part of it. They are just interested in the do I know part. So I just started coming up with funny words. Funny words. Most of the words are like constructions of different words that will be like, what is this guy saying? But it actually started as an actual word. It actually, but I just have to flow
That's
with the vibe because
Madiba, that concept is dope. That concept is dope, 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 dope. I honestly, I'm gonna come to the other concept that you brought forth out there. Before I come to the other concept that you brought forth out there, what did your uncle do to you? They are all confused as per what actually killed your uncle. We are confused. We can't say what killed your uncle. So Madiba, tell us now, what is it that actually killed your uncle?
it all started as just a jovial thing, but I have an uncle that is a big fan of my comedy. So whenever I do a skit without saying that was what killed my uncle, he will call me and he'll be like, you are not featuring me in your skit anymore. So after doing it once, maybe it gave him connection with me or relevance. So he became a fan and it made me laugh, and so I just kept on I just kept on playing with the
We need to know who this uncle. Uncle, if you're watching this interview, we want to find out how come many things will kill one uncle, and this uncle that many things is killing, they even still alive and still supporting. Oh Lord have mercy. Your concepts are amazing. Talk to us about the other concepts you brought forth about the cultism. Talk to us about what was the idea behind that cultism concept.
okay, okay. This cultism concept to me is more than comedy. I have some skits that are just comedy, but with a little message. But this actual cultism concept is more than comedy. It has been in my heart for so long, and I've been saying, how am I going to do it for people to appreciate it as comedy? It's more on the dark side. It's more on the dark side for you to be doing something like that and expect people to laugh. and at the same time bring your message out. So people don't even get the mental stress we go through at time just to pass that exact message. Maybe I'm against greed, I'm against envy, I'm against fast money, and I'm just trying to put in to make it all up in the skit. People don't get the idea and the brooding we do, like think about it steady just to pass the message. But I'm staying in Benin City, those states. I travel the south steady. I'm always doing shows in different parts of the south, so I get to see different people. I get to reason with a whole lot of people, and I'm shocked. You'll be shocked to find out that people can actually do anything to succeed now. When I mean people, I mean people that are young boys, my peers, my juniors, as in very young boys. They are in a whole lot of hurry, and this occult skit. I had to sit down with my team, my crew, and say, see, let's bring something out of this. Let's bring something out of this because now we're there for the laugh. First, they talk in mind. So we just started it. It's like us showing people the bad part of the occult so that to discourage people because you'll be shocked. The guys are ready to do anything just to have money. And when I mean money, they are not even thinking about money to eat, money to survive. They are thinking about money to have that esteem life, money to have that prestigious life. And it's um it's it's not something that we should fold our hands again. We should fold our hands against. So, and I understand the fact that people actually get touched by comedy. The early years of my comedy, I've seen somebody that actually wanted to commit suicide, and he became a fan of my comedy. He kept on asking me for skits every day, like this is what is giving him joy. So knowing fully well how we get to affect some people, we get to post a skit and somebody will be like, you made my day. Somebody might be in a bad mood with a whole lot of bad intentions. And when you are angry, you are you are easy to be you can be easily manipulated. So they get to come online and watch our skits and they get to have a rethink, they get to calm down. So we just keep on putting out content there because comedy is something that Nigeria has gotten into. So they will keep on watching comedy. It's just left on us to direct the concept of the content and not
What is wrong? What is wrong with Slema Madiba? Because I mean, this lady came to the court looking for a man, and you offered, but Slema won't let you. I mean, what spirit is working Slema? I need to understand the spirit available for her. And yes, Slema is giving troubles. How do we address this Slema's issue?
you know, Slave Mama, she's actually a great actress who is playing the role of somebody that is just after the role of an occult leader who is just after people, trying to let people know that you must give in this occult. It's not like the kingdom of God whereby you can just give God attention, give God your time, believe and work hard and you get. And it's not like the blessing where she's trying to portray that it's not like the blessings of God, whereby if God bless you, you are blessed. Every believer, and not I don't really want to sound more of a Christian. I like just to be a realist. I know every realist will agree with me that when you are being blessed by God, you
But
are
being a
blessed.
Christian is being a realist. You can't help it.
Yes,
It
yes,
is what it is.
I can tell people, for people from other religion get to watch us, so we just try to explain to them, and the best way of doing that is the complete package. It's not just by saying it because in some other areas of my personal life I might not be that complete. So the
Oh, people, we lost him on Instagram, but believe me, he's gonna be back. Let me quickly invite him right back. Whoa, this guy is just
yeah.
making huge sense. I'm telling you, huge. On a normal day, you want to know how much we pay to get this level of education. Yeah, right. You are back. Go ahead.
So it's just us trying to pass the message out there with Slay Mama and the whole awkward group that these people, they take back more than what they give. These people, they take back more than what they give. I've heard cases of such whereby people will go out and do such things, and at the end of the day, they are not successful. So one will be forced to think that if you actually succeed in an awkward, that means you are naturally, so you are meant to succeed before. So you can just be patient and get the success. And there's this I grew up with this mantra that if you if you appear before your time, if you want to appear before your time, you will disappear when it's on.
Hmm. Nice. Nice. Powerful word. Let me see, Madiba. I lost him on Facebook, but Facebook, guys, let's watch this.
Stop! You!
And if you are
What's this?
if you're on Instagram,
You call
get
your
ready
Coco?
to if
Get
you
a
want to
duty
show your
service.
face because we're gonna get
Are
into
you
the
sure you're
question
ready to
and
be in this
answer
awkward
section
group?
very shortly. If you
Get
want
up
to
here!
show your face,
Oh, yeah, ready? Come back.
request to
Oh,
be
you're making
seen
fun. Go!
on Instagram.
Get out!
I'm watching right
Oh,
now one of the skits.
Ude, idiot! Ude, bricks! My children!
Whenever I try playing this, it just it's difficult to play it. But let's go on. Madiba, I want us to talk about collaboration. Okay. I can't see you show your face on Facebook. I want us to talk about collaboration. It's something that I love that is going on among the uh, Nigerian skit comedians, like I like to call them. I don't know if you guys have another name, but I basically call you guys Nigerian skit comedians. And I like the synergy. I like the collaboration. I like the fact that you guys, there's no bad blood, no competition, no cold war or any form of war going on amongst you people, but you can find a way to come together and collaborate and help each other, because someone who has large followership, and followership has a lot to do with what you guys are doing. Someone who has large followership in collaborating with someone else is able to help him also build his own fan base, or should I say, share your own followership with somebody else. Talk to me about that collaboration concept and how did you guys manage not to fight each other but to be able to work together in unity and peace? Talk to me about it.
Some live by it, but they don't actually know how to explain it. They live by it, they act it, they don't actually know how to explain it. But it's just simple. It's just when you are doing well and you have a whole lot of people who can boost you around you doing well too. You just have to queue in with them and become a community. So it's just the good, the peace and everything amongst us now is just everybody around being important to the next man. I won't say we are there yet. I won't say we are there yet. It's just everybody being businessmen, just being good to somebody that you know can actually be good to you. But I feel that is a start. That is a start. But I also feel that there's so much more that we can do in terms of coming together. There are some people that can't actually give us anything back. Those are the people I feel we should bring into our circle. Those are the people I feel we should.
You need to get back on Instagram so that they don't miss this beautiful information you are providing right now.
Okay, I'm online now.
This is also this is about the best program I've had. So intelligent, so powerful, so innovative, informative. Yes, we can. Yeah, flow. We can hear you now. Go ahead, please.
Yes, so we need to expand that love to the younger ones and people also ahead of us that are willing to come to the circle. We need to collaborate more with them. And for me personally, I won't lie, I'm one of those people that are difficult to collaborate with because I already have an idea. I already have an idea of what I want to be in comedy. I am not looking out to be the biggest comedian in the world. Though I'll be happy to be and working towards, but no matter how big I get, I just want to be known for something. I want to be known for having a stand in different issues. I want to be known for being Madiba. There's this idea I just want to be created. I want to go along with. So people that come to me with different collaboration ideas, different skits, so that work together, and the skit might be funny. If it's not in my direction, if it's not online with where I'm going to, if it's not taking me, if it's taking me off my path, then I will hardly feature in such a skit, or I'll hardly feature in such a project. But I won't actually have the time to explain to a whole lot of comedians that this is why I don't want to be in your skit. It will sound insultive to them because they also have their ideas. Some people are just jesters, but I don't want to be that, or I don't want to be that in my career. Just that. So I won't want to explain to so much. So I will just have to tell you that I don't like the concept. I'll just look for a way and shy from it. But once it's in line with what I like and what I do, I'll be the one. I'll be the one chasing after you so that we can take the project to another level.
They say two can work together except they agree. So powerful point you just made now. There has to be some level of agreement. Agreement in terms of message, agreement in terms of values, agreement in terms of what you stand for, before you can agree to collaborate with somebody.
Yeah.
That's very brilliant. Uh, now, hmm, talking about business, let's come a little bit to business. But let me quickly bring up the comedy skit I saw you do. A young boy was on the street, supposedly blind and begging. Then you just say to yourself, "Oh, I'm becoming too stingy. I have to help this young man." And then you became magnanimous. You gave him more than people would normally give to blind beggars, and the blindness was cured. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, that was an advert for Pay and Drive. It's a car dealership company. That was the advert I did for them. The business part, we are into advertising, so I just had to come up with something that will make people laugh and sell the car brand out. So that was just an advert. That was just me advertising for them. So we just brought the concept out. It was a friend of mine who is not even a comedian that told me that about that concept. It was a friend of mine. He's not a comedian, He's just a normal guy. So we were just gisting, and he dropped the line that he gave a beggar money, that he gave the beggar too much money. The guy started directing, pass here, and the guy was blind. So we just laughed. And as a comedian, such things I can't laugh and forget about. I will just laugh and hold on to it because those things are good in my business. So we just had to work with it. I came to my team, we put it together. I have a team made of some of my friends, which you always see in my skit. So we just come together and work, and we share ideas. If they laugh or if I laugh, then I know it's funny. Then we'll now see how to make it is a brand thing for us.
All right, talk to me about the business aspect of, maybe let's imagine a young comedian or an aspiring comedian is looking at you. What would you have to tell that person not to go engage in shortcuts? Because, oh boy, I want to blow, and they get their hands into what they should not get their hands into. Um, how would you teach the person on how this business can, get you to the level of wealth that you desire, and how you can go about wealth creation around comedy?
Okay. Okay. I still see myself as an upcoming because I'm heading very far. I believe I'm heading very very far, so I'm working hard. And for the young comedians, or for people that are intending to do comedy, comedy is an art form. It's more of of an industry. It's wide. There's stand up comedy. Stand up comedy, that is like my first that's what I know. That is what I've known almost all my life. I've been doing stand-up comedy and MC for a long time. So stand-up is just like a market business. You are selling your services. Like they'll pay you to do stand-up, or they'll pay you to MC. You collect your money, you do the job, and once you do the job well, you move to the next job. And there's this saying we say then, that you are just as good as the last. So you just take every show as serious as the next. That is for stand-up comedy, and it's a whole lot. Stand-up comedy is a whole lot, but let me just stop there. But for the content, the skits, and so you some we have platforms that pay. We have the likes of YouTube pays, Instagram. You can make your money off Instagram. You can make your money off Facebook. So many other platforms, Twitter. But for a comedian, the first thing a comedian needs after getting content that are after good content, the next thing you need is for people to see it. That is publicity. So with your resources, with your contacts and everything, you try to publicize your skits. There are bigger comedians that we look up to. They still send their skit to people to post for them. So, and having that kind of publicity, you have to think from a business angle. You have to think smartly. You can't send your skit to everybody to share. You can't send your content to everybody to share. So you can make your content relatable. Once something is once I can relate to something, I will try to share it. You can also make your content very creative. Once somebody finds something creative, he will share it without knowing you, will share it without any form of favor. Once once it's entertaining, they will share it. So a good content actually sells itself, but you can't just end there and be waiting for your content to sell itself. You also push your content, all the aforementioned platform, YouTube, Facebook, and the rest. They have promotion plans. You can actually sponsor your videos. It's a business, so if you can get an investor, you get an investor. But be sure that you are a material before searching for an investor. You have to be sure that me, I'm worth investing on. before that. So you just have to build yourself, find yourself first. If it's difficult for you, if you feel you can't get there, you just get a comedian that is close, that you know is actually doing well, that you know has prospect and knows what he's doing. Um, get direction. Oh, someone is obstructing my call.
The
Jeff, I'll
call
call
just
you back.
interrupted the network, people. But it's gonna be back
Jeff,
shortly.
just 2 minutes, Jeff, I'll call you.
Okay, Madiba, talk also. You've given us ideas on skit. Talk also about hosting a comedy show. And the business of hosting a comedy show. You one recently, if I understand, this is not that you are being invited to as a stand-up comedian for someone's event, but this is that you are able, as a comedian, to put together a comedy show. You know, gather your friends around who will support you and put together a comedy show. How can one go about the business of putting a comedy show together?
Okay, that's like a steady source of income for so many comedians, so many big comedians, the likes of Basketmouth, AY, Bovey. That's like a steady source of income for them, I go say. And it always pays, but hosting a show is easy, but hosting a successful show is where the work is. It takes discipline to host a successful show. It takes years of having it in mind, or let's say months. Hosting a show has to be an intentional thing. Hosting a show have to be you have to be intentional about it. Even when you've not released your date, you connect with people. It's people that you know that will come to your show. It's people that like you that will come to your show. So fans will definitely come to your show. Fans will come. But when you are starting out, you start out with people around you. You start out with people around you. They are the sure people you are setting that will come. Those some will disappoint, but if you have 100 people, definitely 50 will not disappoint. That is if you are good to them. So hosting a show, you just have to make good relationship. You have to understand your person. You have to understand your person and work around your person and how to relate with people. If you are in a town that they appreciate humble people, you have to be humble. So it takes a whole lot of discipline. If you are the type that is loud, you have to know the kind of people you connect with. So I did a show not cannot be cannot be under seed. God first that made it happen, but some certain hard work steps, some steps were taken. Some steps were taken. We advertised well. We did our own part well to make the show a success, and now we are looking at the next edition. So I believe you have to first understand your art. You have to know yourself. You have to know yourself as a comedian. Evaluate yourself. Is an old saying of Socrates that an unexamined life is not worth living. But
Mm.
if you are in the entertainment industry, where people look into your life, entertainment is more like the ministry. People are watching you. People are watching you. If the likes of Naira Marley can be smoking in their hem and posting it, I'm not against that. I'm a socialist though. So, but if they are smoking and posting it, there are fans, there are young fans that are looking up to them. They won't see anything bad in smoking because they are into him. They are looking up to him as an idol, like a model. So they won't see anything bad in that. And if he does something, if let's say you are a boxer and everybody is looking at you strong like a strong man, and a girl beats you up, your fans will be disappointed. your fans will be disappointed. So in comedy, people are looking at you as a symbol of laughter.
Mhm.
So you just have to be a socialite. You just have to know how to connect with people. um, it will help your show on it will help you to put up a show. It will help you to know the kind of show to put up. It's not all comedians. There are people have different class of fans. When I mean class, like different kind of fans. Some comedians will go to the market. If I go to the market with certain comedians, they will know them more than me. Like maybe they will be singing their skit. There's a few people in the market like that will know Madiba as much as they will know. Let me say Mr. Funny is a close friend, so I can use him now. But there are places whereby if different set of people get to see me, those people they are elite, those people they are into my work. No matter how they think that other person is bigger, they are my deep fans. They can do anything because they are into what I do. You understand? So, and as a comedian, you have to understand the class of your audience. That will help you to even know where you hang out. That
Mm.
will
Nice. I like that.
even it will help you to even know where you hang out, because you can't be working here. You can't be working here and be hanging out here. You have to hang out
Right.
where you meet your audience. You have to socialize. You just have to put yourself into the society, and you know when to step back. Very important. Is the question is so broad. I don't even know how to narrow it down.
Now, Madiba, let's start, gradually bringing it to an end. Especially those of us who are on Instagram. If you wanna show your face, you wanna join the video, and just throw in one question for the great honorable. We are getting into that very shortly. There's something I noticed you're doing. You call it bush something. I think
The bush
whether
talk.
that's a
The
fresh
bush
the
talk.
bush talk, fresh concept. And recently you are analyzing the fact that they
Yes.
are now proposing for the country to be changed from Nigeria to
Yeah.
UAR.
Yeah.
So what is it about the bush talk? Talk to us. What's the concept of the bush talk?
Okay. Sincerely, the bush talk is born out of me trying to have an easy kind of skit, something easy for me to do, so that I can attack trending issues whenever I want to. Whatever is trending, I can just rush to my bush bar and say and speak my mind and address it and address what I want to address. So that is the idea of the bush talk, and I just want something easy that I can be posting anytime, and I'll be expressing myself. As I'm speaking, as I'm analyzing, I'm also saying some funny reality things. It's just like me addressing issues. So I don't have to shoot different angles. I don't have to edit. I just put a sound under it, and I just speak on urgent and issues that I feel I have an opinion on. The ones I don't have an opinion, I'm not ashamed to say I don't. So I'll just not say anything about it.
And you don't do gossip, Madiba. I notice you don't. A lot of comedians. Okay, Madiba, let me say this. A lot of comedians understand that this is a business of numbers. It's a business of numbers, and as a result, they go the extreme. They get into gossip that they really don't need to get into, but they have to get into it because they want the number. They want the number. They get into vulgar talk, because they want the numbers. But I noticed that you don't attend to any and every issue out there. You don't join to gossip. Is it that you don't want the number, or your values and principles are stronger than any number you want to generate? Join me back on
Yes.
Instagram. Join me back on Instagram so that they get you answer that question.
Okay. The thing is okay. Let me join back.
I sent an invite. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm back now. The thing is, the thing is, I'm trying to create a brand. I'm trying to create Madiba to make people to understand how I think. So I feel if I can get this far by just doing that, by just giving out what I have inside, I can achieve what I want to achieve. I know definitely some issues will come, but we try as much as possible to not be the one that will stir it up. I don't see that. I don't see that as something I want to venture into. There are so many ways I can do that. I can gossip, I can clash, I can have issues with people and just create a trend. People like trend, but I can't distort my nature, my character just because of money. Because it's actually me just trying to build myself to make money. I can't do that. I can't do that. So it's not that is me. That is just me. I'm not saying people that are doing that are wrong, but it's just me just saying it's not what I would really want to do. So that some people actually flash their lifestyle, they flash their cars, their houses, and the rest. But I'm a very reserved person. I happen to be a very reserved person. Aside when I'm on stage or when I'm acting, I'm this kind of person that might even pass here now. I'm very quiet, but you think I'm forming, but I'm actually just quiet, thinking. I'm a business mind. I'm thinking about how to elevate my
Make money.
family to the next
Are
level,
you
how
sure
to
you don't
make
have
money.
Igbo blood in you? Are you sure you are not from my village, Madiba? I'm suspecting you are from my village. Meanwhile, I believe you are shy because somebody wrote and said, Madiba, face the camera. You cannot believe that someone who is a director, who is a comedian, who is a stand-up, who is a skit comedian, is having an interview and he can't face the camera. The guy is truly, truly shy. Somebody wrote on Instagram and said, Madiba, face the camera.
No,
Yeah,
it's
but
it's because I'm facing two cameras. I'm facing the camera for the Facebook, so my
and
Instagram is
okay.
happen to be on the other side.
Talk to me. Talk to
We
me
live
about
by the
you guys
camera.
are doing something nice. You guys are reviving. Allow me to use that word with due respect to them. But you guys are reviving the Nollywood veterans, the Nollywood actors. You guys are really reviving them because almost a lot of them are going into extinction. But the skit comedian of this time and generation is beginning somehow to give relevance to the Nollywood veterans and actors and actresses. Now, talk to me. If you were to do a skit with any of the Nollywood veterans, who would that be?
Um, the actually the Nollywood the Nollywood gave rise to our industry, to our skit industry, because what we are doing we learn from Nollywood, and we're just trying to perform it in our way, and we are still behind them.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, they are level when it comes to delivery, but we are getting ahead in.
That's correct. Okay. You are off again on Facebook. I want to start inviting people, whoever wants to join and come on board. Give us your just the honorable some questions as you have in mind as we begin to round this off. This has been an amazing, amazing, amazing interview. Who do I have here? Go put some shirts on. Go put some shirts on. Can you hear me? Go, go put some shirts on. You are in public. You are in public place. So people, if you want to join the video, this is a good time, and